And I kept trying to pull him away. He said, no, I'm okay. I'll do it. I'll do it.
And there is Michael Phelps here with the family yet again tonight, taking in all the action. This is the first of two semifinals in the men's 200 individual medley. Lochte will be in lane 4, 36 years old.
Take your mark.
Chase Kalish, terrific swimmer as well, next to him in lane 5. Kalish made this U.S. team in the 400 IM and is the world champion in his great career so far, 27 years old.
If you're crunching the numbers and you look at it based on what everybody's doing coming in, Ryan Lochte's not going to make the team. You say there's just no way, but again, this is one of the greatest in history, and if anybody can pull it out and get the job done, it's him. He can put this together and do it, but it's going to take the perfect swim. First of all, it's got to be near perfect here just to get into the semis, and then it's got to be absolutely perfect tomorrow night.
Lane 1, Abraham Devine, 24-year-old from the Seattle area, has the lead. Halfway through, Kieran Smith, who is on the U.S. team. He's won the 200 and the 400 free at these trials, touched second.
When Ryan Lochte broke the world record so many years ago in Shanghai in 2011, this is where he did it. He did it on the breaststroke. And if you think about the 200 IM in times, the top 16 times in history are all owned by Michael Phelps and Ryan Lochte. They each have 8. They're the only ones in history that have ever even broken 155.
Kalish off the wall with the lead in lane 5. Lochte to his left. They're going to check for a possible disqualification with Devine in lane 1, but the lead belongs to Kalish.
Kalish looking good. I didn't have any doubts he was going to make it on. Not much doubt about Kieran Smith. And even if Lochte finishes 4th, and I think he's going to finish 3rd. 3rd wouldn't be no problem, but I think 4th will be no problem for him. He's going to finish 4th, 158.6. I still think that makes it back.
We'll see what happens with Devine in lane 1 as they check Ryan Lochte's time. As you said, 158.65. That is just 0.17 of a second slower than his time in the prelims earlier today.
He's not happy with it. You could tell that, and it's going to take a lot faster tomorrow. A lot faster, like maybe 2 seconds faster. Has he got 2 seconds in him? Butterfly looked good. Backstroke right there. One of the best in history. Olympic gold medalist in the 200 backstroke long ago, 2008. Coming home in freestyle, he's going to have a completely different gear.
And Kalish, the 20 few minutes of waiting and watching, and Devine was, in fact, disqualified in lane 1. So that moves Lochte's time of 158.65 to 3rd, and we'll see if that is one of the 8 fastest times in these 2 semifinals as we head towards the final tomorrow. And a kiss for the birthday girl from Dad. A lot going on. She was here to support Dad, both kids as well. Different time in life, different phase in life. Brother and sister, not only dressed alike, but they'll have a memory years to come when they hear about Dad's success in the pool as a very decorated Olympian with those 12 Olympic medals. They'll know that towards the end of Dad's career, they got a chance to see him do it in person. Then not sure, but he has come into this meet with a great deal of success, winning the 100-meter breaststroke. We'll see how he does in the 200 IM semifinal. Carson Foster will be next to him in lane 5. Foster finished 3rd, just missing out in the 400 IM. Trying to find a way to Team USA in this 200 IM second semifinal coming up.
Take your mark.
Rowdy, there's one thing you want us to watch with Michael Andrew all the way through this race.
All the way through. You watch the first 150 meters, the best in the world, the first 150. Nobody's even close to the first 150 meters. He just has to put it together in the end. If there were the 50s in the Olympics, he would be favored to win a medal in each one of those. That's how good he is in each individual 50. The problem is you put them together and it adds up to 200.
As they go to backstroke, does that have to do with his unique training method, training for speed?
It is.
Speed and more speed?
It is. Good point, Mike. That is what he's used to doing all his entire career, training speed. 23.9, by the way. I mean, that's almost a second faster ahead of the world record. 53 flat on the way out. That is ahead of Ryan Lochte's world record.
So he has the big lead, but as you said, it's what happens not on this 50, but the next 50 coming up.
He only knows one speed. I've been talking to a lot of coaches, and I even talked to his dad about this. He knows one speed and one speed only, and that is all out. That's hard to do. You always want to have a building feeling, but it's all out, baby, all the way. It's like an 800 guy just sprinting the first 600 meters to see what he's got at the left. Oh, my goodness, he is a second ahead of world record pace.
He continues to extend. Now can he maintain? Michael Andrew trying to put on a show here in Omaha. The world record is 1:54 flat. It's Ryan Lochte's world record. Can Michael Andrew get there in this semifinal? He'll be just shy of that, but at 1:55.26, it's the fastest time in the world this year, and Michael Andrew continues to make statements at these trials. He had over 100 age group records in his youth, turned pro at 14. Andrew from Encinitas, California now, on through to the final in style.
I mean, nobody was even close. And then had the slowest split on the last 50. He's 30 flat on the last 50. I mean, good gravy. This guy, he's just so much fun to watch. I love to watch him. And by the way, Mike, he is such a nice young man. Nobody's nicer in the sport. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir. Yes, ma'am. I mean, he's so polite in every single way. Fastest time in the world.
And the fifth fastest swimmer in history. Now, the times, we focus so much on Andrew because he was knocking on the door of a world record there for 180 of the 200 meters. Did Ryan Lochte get in? The answer is yes. He slots into the 6th spot. So Lochte trying to make that 5th Olympic team will